Hi everyone, Sarah here today, and I am sharing a layout that I am creating for Rediscover Your Stash. And this month's focus is washi tape. And I do have quite a bit, as you see there. So for the collection I decided to use, I thought, you saw that I had a cut file there. I am going to back the cut file with the washi tape. I went through and chose all the washies that I had that matched this collection and decided that was what I was going to do because I thought, hey, it works. So I am using, oh my gosh, I can't believe my mind is drawing a blank. Hold on one second. I'm sorry for the paper moving around. But the flea market collection, that's what I'm using. And all these washies match the colors. So I went ahead and covered this paper. And I know it doesn't look like much right now, but here we go. Yeah, I taped all of my cut file together as well so I wouldn't lose any of it. This way I'll be able to place it and get it where I want to and have the colors I want. I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. And then I'm going to mess with it a little bit and try to decide if I just want the outline added in, but I don't like just the outline, which you'll see here in a second. And so I decide I'm going to put the outline in, but I'm going to put all the negative pieces back inside of that. I'm making sure I glue down all the little bitty pieces. The glue definitely makes it stick a lot better to the washi tape. I finished one whole roll. I finally actually finished and got to throw one roll away. That's an accomplishment for me. It takes me a while to go through washi. So, see, I thought I was going to use just this part. And then I decided, no, I'm going to go ahead and fill it in. So I'm going to go through and pull every one of them and go ahead and tape them down. Something had gotten on that one. I'm not sure what, but I got it off, so no big deal. But I liked this cut file. I thought it was perfect for the pictures that I do add to this layout. Everything kind of looks a little backwards to me. Usually I have my pictures pulled out first for everybody to see and know what I'm doing. See, I didn't make you watch all of it. I kind of feel bad because I covered up so much of it, but I did get to use a lot of washi tape, and it really does match this collection really, really well. I love that yellow color that I have in that washi tape, and I still have plenty of it left. And here I also have I have these photos out here, not the photos I use. I had 2 sets of photos pulled out, and I wasn't sure which ones I was going to use, and I do end up changing it. And you'll see that right there. I picked the 2 of my daughters playing in a little pool out back. We had some really bad weather come through the beginning of this year. We had tornadoes like literally right outside our house out back, and a bunch of stuff got damaged, and they needed a way to cool off at the time. And looking at it in a great way, we went ahead and filled up the pool while I was out there cleaning up, and they played in the water and had a blast. So good vibes and sunshine worked, because after the storm came through, it looked like the yard looked a wreck, the trees down and everything, but it was beautiful and sunny, and they had a blast. And that's all really that mattered. You know, we were safe, we were okay, and yeah, they had fun, so it's all good. Back my photos here, add a couple layers behind them. I don't really pop either of them up. But I usually make sure that when I'm doing layers and stuff, if I think I'm going to want to stick something underneath them, and add quite a bit of layering, which I usually do, I leave the tape far enough from the sides to where I can actually do that. And then I'll go back later on and add a little bit of glue underneath or something if I'm wanting to make sure it sticks down closer to the edges. Here I'm trying to figure out which pieces I'm going to use. I wanted a little more of that dark blue, so I went ahead and cut out that element card and added it behind that one. And you'll see I keep the tape did not quite work on the washi. So every once in a while you see me going through and re-gluing some down, and in the end I re-glued all of it down. But I decided to put both of my photos at the top and go through, and you'll see me start layering things. And I did not want the bottom to be all white, because in the beginning, if you saw, I had a picture up top on the left and one down on the bottom right. I ended up not liking how it looked, so this way I went ahead and added some more color to the bottom. And instead of tearing the paper, because I'm horrible at it, and then I always have to rip more little pieces off, and I just cut the paper all wonky and then rough it up with my nail, and it works for me. It's easy, and it's a little more controlled for my liking, and it still has kind of the ripped look. So, and again, with me, I also make sure to leave the tape down far enough, knowing that I'm going to be layering or tucking things in there. I make sure to keep the tape down at the very bottom as well. I'll go ahead and tape this down. Eventually, I'll snip off the end because it does hang over a little bit. But then I'll be able to start pulling out embellishment packs and layering. Oh, I did pop up one side of my photo, and I'm going to rotate the way which one's on top and which one's not. Excuse the cat meowing, please. I do most of my voiceovers late at night because it's quiet in my house. Everybody's chill and like laid down, or the older ones are chilled out doing their own thing. But the cats seem to think that I am supposed to go lay down when they say. Anyways, I'm pouring out my embellishments into my little bowl and picking out things. There I went switching it. I actually switched it because I wanted the tags and stuff, but I felt like it was too heavy on the right-hand side with what I was starting to stack in the layers at the bottom as well. So I went ahead and swapped that. The little hanging plant does not stay. I'm kind of sad that I chose not to keep that there, but I will use it on a different layout. And I still end up putting way too much at the right-hand side of this photo with its cluster. But I like to tuck things in and add quite a bit to it, actually. I've said before, I have issues of learning to stop. But here I'm going to go ahead and start adding things down. I'm going to go ahead and lay my photos down. And I always cut things in half, or if they're not all going to show, because then I can use it on another layout. Here I'm trying to debate if I wanted to go straight with flowers, because to me it's really easy to layer flowers. So I went ahead and grabbed those, changed where I have some of my little bits and pieces laying so that they don't blend in so much. I'm a huge purple fan, so I wanted to make sure my little purple tag got in down there. Going to go through and find some more florals that I like. I rough up the edge of a lot of them. And there you see me, I made sure that the little hanging plant moved out of the way. I'll put it back in the package and use it later. But I pulled different pieces, a floral, a little round tag that says love, 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 and then those leaves. And I popped bits and pieces of the leaves up and some of the other parts, just so that there's some raised elements and a little more dimension to the layout. Down here on the bottom, I rough the edges up, and I kind of do the same thing. I glue on the bottom side, and then I add some foam adhesive so that it still has some dimension to the back side of it, and it gives some dimension to the layout. I wanted to use so many things, but I went against it. My son was sitting here. I wanted to use that blue camera because I love the blue color, but it didn't go good enough. It blended in too well. So I went ahead and went with that yellow camera because it popped a little more. I added a little sentiment and some little stickers from the sheet, some flowers and stuff. Scruffed them up a little bit. Added another one to the top of the photo. I think I'm almost done with stickers. Like I said, I have a hard time stopping. Added a little more to the bottom there. And I start finally cleaning up, but I'm not done. I went ahead and pulled the enamel dots out, and I'm going to add those here and there all over the layout. One, I love the colors too. Again, more texture. Why not? And then I am going to pull out a distressed oxide and use my messy stamp thing there and my water pen. And I mean, hey, why not use distress oxides to cover the photos as well? But I'm going to add some splatters, and that will finish this layout for me. There are a bunch of other people involved in the YouTube hop. If you go in the description, there'll be a link of them below. There are a bunch of people on Instagram participating and in the Rediscover Your Stash Facebook group as well. Make sure to go by and check everything out. And we'd love to see more pictures posted if you decide to get involved as well. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.